Tired of Bunny and Freyna? Then I offer you Viessa. And my honest and unfiltered thoughts about how her kit is a mess. You either lose out on damage or comfortability when building around certain mods like Absolute Zero and your general crit mods, but I somehow did make a build I was satisfied with. This actually all began with a YouTube short that I saw from FB Cracked.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Magic missile! Lightning bolt!
Now let's get into how we can mimic that clip. My Viessa focuses on two things, power and cooldown. This is a mobbing build where you will hopefully have fun in 400% and regular dungeons. I am on massive copium that this build will be useful for Season 2 dungeons. For guns, you'll be using everyone's favorite syringe, the Secret Garden. Although not too important, here are the substats and the mods. For reactors, you'll want a Frozen Mechanics reactor with substats, cooldown, and skill cost. The reason why we chose a mechanics reactor is that the bulk of your damage throughout this build will primarily be coming from Viessa's ultimate 4 ability. If you don't get perfect substats, I wouldn't be disappointed getting a tech boost, frost boost, or even skill duration. For components, I landed on the newest Deathstalker components, the Invasion set. This is primarily due to a 4-piece extending duration. Extending duration will be important when it comes to Viessa's second ability. I'll explain more about that later. Although the damage is nice with a tech skill power modifier of 4.1%, that is in addition to what we actually want from this set. You may also use 2-piece Polar Knight set and 2-piece Annihilation set. As usual, all main stats for our components should be HP. Luckily for us, the Invader set is all HP, so survivability is built in. The substats we should be worrying about are primarily HP and MP related substats. You'll actually want to farm hardcore for NP since this is a skill spamming build. Moving on to the actual build and Descendant modules. The general gameplay loop will start with your second ability. While holding your Secret Garden, you will pop your 4th ability because it is a tech skill that will essentially take from Secret Garden's pest control and buff all ability damage. That is primarily your 1, 3, and 4th abilities. Throughout the skill spam of our 1, 3, and 4, you must ensure that your second ability is active at all times. That is why I recommended having a Invader set previously to extend our duration a bit more. We might avoid popping our second ability as often, taking away more MP. Alrighty, let's get into the mods in particular. For Viessa, her skill spam playstyle primarily revolves around the Transcendent mod Cold Bloodedness. When using a skill, it increases skill power, decreases skill cost, and skill cooldown. That is the portion we're looking at. As we have a decrease in our skill cooldown, that is actually not enough to to where we can start spamming our skills. So we're gonna need even more cooldown mods. So I have Nimble Fingers, as well as MP Conversion, and all the way on the other side, Focus on Tech, which has a part of it which reduces skill cooldown by a minimal amount. Of course, we'll want some HP within our build for survivability. And for our skills to be able to effectively be used within dungeons, especially 400%, we need our skills to hit as many enemies as humanly possible. And that is why we have both skill expansion and maximize range. So now that we've covered all the cooldown and all the range and all the HP, our Viessa is usually built for critting. I have went the complete opposite approach and went for a non-crit build. Given a non-crit build, I actually began to use power increase, which has skill power, as well as chill amplification, which is chill skill power. Please note that a skill power as well as an elemental skill power are two separate multipliers. Adding on to our chill skill power, we also have Glacial Sanctum, which has chill skill power plus 10.2%. Now previously I mentioned that Viessa has a bit of trouble managing her MP. In order to cover that, in order to make up for our skill spamming, we also put on the mod Maximize Conservation. This subtracts our skill cost by 35.4%. You might notice that you do run out of MP quite a bit even after this build. So what I would recommend is switching out Focus on Tech. You won't lose too much damage and you should still have relative skill spam. It might not be to the point of button mashing your keyboard or controller, but it should be adequate. If I were to replace a Focus on Tech, I would either replace it with another skill cost mod, such as Strong Mentality, or I may try to use a MP recovery mod, such as Energy Collection, as well as Enlightenment. Another mod that I would consider that does help you overall would be Multi-Talented. Viessa is a combination of fusion and tech skills in her base kit. Using a fusion skill, your skill costs will be reduced and your duration will be increased. And then, using a tech skill, the effective range of your skills will be increased and you'll have a bit more damage with power modifier plus 15%. I haven't tested too much with this, but it is something for the rest of everyone to play around with. Alrighty, next will be some gameplay where I'll be sounding like a keyboard warrior, spamming all my abilities. Otherwise, hope this helps and I'll see you around.
그대로 멈춰라. 열어볼까? 끝나려면 아직 멀었어. 실드가 파괴됐어. 실드 재충전해야 해. 실드가 파괴됐어. 열어볼까? 닫아보시지. 실드 재충전해야 해. 끝나려. 멀었어. 멀었어. 실드가 파괴됐어. 실드 재충전해야 해. 잠깐 충전해야 해. 열어볼까? 실드 재충전해야 해. 충전해야 해. 어디 따라와 보시지. 실드가 파괴됐어. 잠깐 충전해야 해. 멈춰라. 얼려줘. 충전해야 해. 잠깐 충전해야 해. 실드가 파괴됐어. 그대로 멈춰. 좀 더 얼려주지. 충전해야 해. 열어볼까? 얼려주마. 실드가 파괴됐어. 좀 더 얼려주지. 잠깐 충전해야 해. 열어볼까? 닫아보시지. 달려볼까? 멈춰라. 얼려주지. 멀었어. 실드가 파괴됐어. 잠깐 충전해야 해. 그대로 멈춰. 더러고 팔아.